It's been a long time coming, and I'm incredibly proud to finally introduce the software factory running on the Universal UI. And this is a big one. This enables many new features. Starting with support for basically anything. The software factory can now run on Windows, on macOS, on Linux, on a tablet, heck, maybe even on your smart fridge. Just open your browser and start developing. Another great new feature is the introduction of dark mode, aimed especially at those die-hard developers who like working deep into the night. Your eyes will thank you. In the Universal UI, all of our modelers have been improved and overhauled. For example, in the process flow modeler, you can now add new process actions directly in the modeler. This allows for much quicker creation of new process flows. One of my personal favorites is the new Launch Application button. This allows you to open your application directly in a new tab in the browser. One important note I would like to add is that with this release we are requiring a 3-tier architecture. This means that your Windows GUI will no longer work. So before you upgrade, please make sure that all of your applications are running on the Universal UI. If they aren't and you need more information on how to smoothly transition to the Universal UI, I've included a link to our transition documentation in the description below. This release we are introducing PostgreSQL as our 4th supported database type, alongside Microsoft SQL Server, IBM DB2 and Oracle. This is also the first time we are adding support for an open source database technology. One of the major benefits of PostgreSQL is that you remain fully in control. PostgreSQL can be deployed on local hardware, or in a cloud, or in hybrid environments. Because it runs on virtually anything, deploying it and then migrating it is much easier than it can be with other database technologies. Another major benefit of Postgres is the lack of licensing fees. This is especially interesting for ISVs, who might be deploying large amounts of different applications for all of their customers. Beyond these major features, we've also made some small but practical enhancements based on your feedback. Starting with grouped actions. Tasks, pre-filters, reports and cube views can now be grouped together into drop-down menus in the action bar. This is a small but useful improvement for applications that have a large number of tasks or filters visible on the screen at the same time. Grouping related actions together has the advantage of improving screen readability. It also prevents your users from being overwhelmed when they open a screen and they see a large amount of tasks or filters visible at the same time. We've enhanced the scheduler with the ability to hide days and hours. For example, you can now only display working times, filtering out the evening and the weekend. This is useful because it prevents users from accidentally creating activities outside of your working hours. It also improves the readability of the scheduler because it only shows relevant time and hours. Overall, the 2026.1 release is another major step forward. We're launching the software factory on the Universal UI, we're adding PostgreSQL support, and we've made loads of small enhancements to give you even more control and flexibility when developing your Thinkwise application. As always, you can find a link to the release notes in the description below, and please consider joining our community or subscribing to this channel if you want to keep up to date with everything Thinkwise.